and welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today is the 7th of June 2023. This is floss tube number 42. I'd like to welcome back all my existing subscribers and viewers. Thank you for coming back every time I put out a video and just popping in to see what you can see that I am doing. Yes, that's Tiger in the background. Seeing what he can get into. I'd like to welcome any new subscribers and viewers to the channel. Thank you for finding my channel and pressing the link so that you can watch. I hope you enjoy what you see and will return. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps in the algorithm. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And that way you will see more when I put them up. Tiger's seen what cotton he can get into today. Excuse me. I'd just like to thank everybody for the support with my bag clearance yesterday. I did really well. I sold them all but 2, so there is 2 left if anyone didn't see yesterday. And there's no, Tiger, wait, excuse me, down, good boy. He's I've got Lego up on the shelf and he wants to get up there, and if he pulls it all down, hubby will not be happy. That's Batman and a tow truck, so he wouldn't be very happy if he had to redo them. You want to come and say hello now you're here? Come on then. Oh. Tiger the Terror. He loves showing an appearance. Wouldn't be a show without Tiger. Say hello. Hey? Now you be a good boy. Don't jump up there, okay? Then you get. You'll find something to make a noise with. So excuse the noise beforehand in the background. He's playing with a tag on a bag. Okay, now where were we? So I have this one left. This is a small one. That's $20, and I have a Tiger one left. So they're the only 2 left out of the sale yesterday. So thank you everybody that supported me with that. I am getting them out in the mail today as soon as I finish doing this video. So thank you very much for that. Now I have some haul I will show you at the end. I have some knitting. He's gone crazy. I'd just like to share with you some stats before we go any further. Now for the month of May, I got 21,465 stitches done, which is about on par to the other months. I only had one low month, which was April, which was around the 17, nearly 18. But for the first 6 months of the year, I have done a whopping 107,366 stitches. Quite pleased with that result. So if I can do about the same again for the other half of the year, that's not a bad effort for 12 months. And today I have 9 projects to show you, and for the fortnight I have done 9,970 stitches. So not a bad effort. So let's just get into the whips. Got my cover sheets. Now, I think the first one is Dark Jungle, so I think they're still in order as I stitch them actually. So this one is Dark Jungle, Temple and Tigers by Ciro Marchetti, and it's a Heaven and Earth design. Now I started down here in the bottom corner. I've done the red flower, just about finished the purple one I think, and I started on the tiger. I wanted to get the tiger done, so I'm going to do this whole corner. Need more room on my table today. This one I worked on for 2 days and I got 1,797 stitches and I'm on 2.51%. So I got a lot of the black done down here around the flower, and I started outlining the tiger's face. There's still a lot more, that's good English, isn't it? There's still a lot more black to do around his face, but we're getting there. But I only worked on this for 2 days. So when I work on it again, I'll just keep filling in all the spaces down here and go back to the tiger. But I like working on this one. This one was good. And I can say that about all of them. The only thing is there's not enough hours in the day. But that's everybody's problem, isn't it? What are you trying to chew? You're trying to help yourself, are you? Okay, the next one. This is the kids. This is hubby's kids. So what tiger? I'm doing this one for their mum, and she knows about it. She chose the photo, so she knows about it. Now this one, I have worked on it for 1 day, and I got 1,047 stitches in it, and I'm on 1.61%. And here we are with this one. Now this is Samuel sitting on the tree. This is his shirt, part of his leg and his arm, and I think this is his shoulder coming in. So that's the arm, whoops, that's the arm part I've worked on there. So I think that's his, yeah, that's his shape of his shoulder coming in. Tiger, don't you jump up there. So quite pleased with that one. And I'm only on 1.61%, so a long way to go. I am going to crop a bit of it. So I'm going to take out a bit of the trees at the sides and the top of Samuel's head. Because I don't think we need all the trees in there. To get a new bag for that one. Okay, the next one. Where's the pattern for this one? Just one moment, I didn't get the cover photo out for this one. I think this was one I slipped in because I only had a little bit of time. So this is Stargazer. This is the original looking of it. Now I love the pattern, just didn't like the colours. So I'm doing mine green and orange. Try and get the glare off. Down here in the dress, I haven't got much more to go. I'm sort of on the home stretch with the stitching. Now I only got 317 stitches on this one. I didn't get a lot done. But this is where we are with this one. Now I worked right down here, filling in down here. You'll be able to see with the before picture how much I've done, but I'm loving the way she's popping on this fabric. Now I haven't got a lot more to go, just sort of bring that in and up to here, and then the dress is finished. And then it's just all the beading. So I'm loving this one. This one will definitely be a finish. Still got cotton on my needle, which is unusual. So that one will definitely be a finish this year. So I was just making sure Tiger wasn't ready to pounce up on that cupboard. because you never know with tiger. Okay, talking about tiger, my next one I worked on was tigers. Now this is an Artecy one. The design is by Teresa Gil. This is what this one's going to look like. Now I've done it on white Aida. Oh, I should have told you, all these are done on Aida. Majority of them are 18 count. Oh, so far they're all 18 count. Keep forgetting to tell you that, but they're all 18 count. This one I've done on white Aida. This is another 18 count. Now I should have done it on a coloured one so I don't have to do the background. So I'm going to do the tigers and then do, I think I'm going to find a variegated blue to do the background with. And that way it look like they're out in the sky. Because I don't like the grey. I need that for the back. This one I got 958 stitches done on it. And I'm on 13.86%. So I mainly worked on his ear and bringing up colours and then doing his ear. So it's more or less a fill-in at the moment. So when I get back to it, I'll finish his ear. Just keep filling in and or maybe put in his other ear. But I'll finish all his face before I move on to the next one down the bottom. But yeah, he just looks so realistic. And then I think a variegated blue on the back. That's what I'm leaning towards. I was going to do a tent stitch, but I'm worried that will warp it. I've had a few suggestions, so I'm not quite sure. I think I might still go full cross. I'm not sure. Haven't made my mind up on that one just yet. But that's a while away. I've got to find the variegated floss first. I'm going to go to Spotlight and have a look, see what Spotlight I've got. Because you never know, they might have the one I'm looking for. Okay, the next one. Thirsty work today. Okay, the next one is Animal Kingdom. Now I might show you a cover photo first, might be better. This one is The Amazing Animal Kingdom by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's an Aimee Stewart. I just love the Aimee Stewart designs. She just does so well, so much colour. I have quite a few of hers actually. I still have to do a flip through of Heaven and Earth designs that I own too. So I'll get them all printed up and laminated, and then I'll do that. This one I've started right in the middle here with that waterfall, and then I've come over to the books. Now I was just going to do this little section and then come straight down, but I'm thinking I might do that whole shelf and then come down, do the bottom one and then go back up again. I know a lot of people have started up the top corner here, and I just wanted to do it different, and plus I like to start in the middle. And I like to work upwards, so I'm thinking I will do that whole shelf. Then I'll come down one of the sides and then work across and work up, do the whole bottom shelf. So I'll have the bottom two shelves done first. That's my idea of doing it. So on this one I got 1024 stitches and I'm on 1.81%. Now I worked, excuse the waste threads, I worked mainly down here. Got the circle there where there's a butterfly. It's a butterfly in a case. But yeah, I've started down here, and then more or less I was just filling in gaps. So when I work on this one again, I'll do the same. I'll work down here. I'll probably do this circle piece here, just fill in gaps so it's all full, and then just work my way across. I can get some more this side of the waterfall, which is There's a hawk, there's some fish, and it looks like a couple of bears. So it just depends, but yeah, I'll finish this bit off first and then decide whether I'm just going to do this little bit here that I've got room for, or just keep going over. I'm more than likely keep going over. But I'm liking working on this one as well. These are other bags that I've made. These are the fat quarter bags. I like them ones for the large heaven and earth because it holds everything then. Okay, my next one. The next one is Toy Shop. Now this is another heaven and earth, another aimee stewart because I just love the colours. Now I was going to be working down, but I decided to go across. Now I'm working on the windows here, or the doors. There's so many different colours in there. So I was going to work all the way down and then go over and back up, but I got sidetracked with all the colours, so I thought I'll go across. And it'll meet up with what I've done on that row anyway. So that'll be three lots of pages, I think. I take the page break out. I don't go by pages, but if you put the page break in, I think it's about 2.5 pages down, nearly through. But I take the page break out of Pattern Keeper and just do whatever fits in the Q-snap because I don't want to have page lines. And it might help if I turn it up the right way. Yeah, when I first started, I was doing it by page, and I did notice a few page lines, so I just stopped going page by page, and whatever fits in the Q-snap or whatever section I'm doing, that's what I do. And this is where we are on this one. So I got all the inside of this filled in. Now I did 1,227 stitches, and I'm on 36.34%. Now my goal was to get to 50% by the end of the year, but I really can't see that happening. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna give up on the idea. I have got it out a bit more to work on now. It just depends on the challenges that I'm doing in the road trip for Whip Warriors, because they have got certain clues that you can work on different projects. So it just depends on what's in here to what's on that clue to whether I use it or not. But yeah, loving the colours. So I'll finish off that window when I bring it back up, and I can work all the way across because I can move that over. So I've got a fair way I can work across before I have to move the Q-snap. But this is my oldest whip, so this is why I want to get more work into it. I started this one in 2019. So I do want to get it a wriggle on. Hubby's already found a spot on the wall for it. This is the one that he dared me to do. Because it was so big, this is the first real big one that I did, that I started. Because it was so big, he double dared me to do it. So I think that's what gave me the more inquisitive to do it. But I mean, I love the pattern. I love the pattern. So I'm going to do it. Okay, the next one. Just thirsty work today. Been very thirsty today. The next one is Stitching Beauty. This is a Teresa Gil cross stitch, and I found this one on Etsy. I have 2 in the series, so once I get this one done, I will start the next one. I don't have it there to show you. It's in with all the patterns. But yeah, I've brought 2 of them, so when this one is done, then the next one will go in place. And then they'll both hang together on the wall. Did I count stitches? Yes, I did. I got 800 stitches done on this one. Now I should have the name of the fabric. This is 16 count plain Ada Ice Baby. Sorry about the rustling. I remember I kept the tag so I could let you know. And here we are on this one. Now, I did all the green outline beforehand, so I filled in a lot of about this section here. These two sections that are blank, they've got pink stitches that'll go into them. But I don't know the percentage of this, but I know I did 800 stitches because I was counting stitches. So when I pick this up again, I'll fill in these blank spaces, and instead of going across to meet up with these ones, I'm going to go up so it doesn't look so weird with a straight line, and I don't want to have a line there too long. So I want to mix the colours in so that they don't leave a page break. This one I have done by the pages because it's a big chart, so I photocopied it, and that's the way it's been photocopied. But yeah, so I'll work up and get that bit filled in. But I love the way the greens are. All the spaces down here, they're all for beads. There is more to go onto the bottom of the dress yet. This bit I've done is only here, so I've still got all this to go yet. But I thought I'd get all the green dress part done. Well, that's the main part I started on. And I'll work up and I'll get the top part of her done. And then just carry on. But I think it will look alright on this material. That's a good one to pull out when I've only got small challenges. If I've got, because some of the challenges I might have 3,000 stitches. So to do one of those, I like to do that one on Heaven and Earth, because then I just sit there and stitch. And it's not too bad, it's on Pattern Keeper. But these little ones, like stitching, just trying to fit them all in the tub. Like the Teresa Gil one, I don't have that one on Pattern Keeper, so that's a paper chart. So it just makes it a bit easier. 2 to go. The next one, sorry about the rustling, I don't have a printed copy for this one, so it's still in the bag. This one is done on a 16 count watermelon by Crafty Leanie, and this is Ice Fairy. And it's a Joan Elliot design. I've seen this one done recently and it looks so gorgeous. Now I'm not using their threads because I couldn't work them out, and their metallics is everywhere. I'll use their beads, but as for the threads, I'm just using the threads out of my stash. But loving this one. Put that away so it doesn't keep making too much rustling noise. I have cotton everywhere. Wouldn't like Tiger to find that because he'd be straight onto it. Okay, now this one, I did 500 stitches on this yesterday. This one I can fold up. So this one I had this part done. Yesterday I worked on the ball and her arm. I've started doing some of the back stitching as I go because there is a lot of back stitching in it. So I've back stitched the ribbon and this part of the, I think they're the wings. But I love the way it pops on the pink or watermelon. So I've still got some back stitching around the arm to do. The spots in there are for beads. So I'm not sure, when I pick it up again, I might keep going up. This is what it will look like all together. It's not that big, but I think she'll really pop on this. So I might just keep going up and do the top half of her and then that way she'll have a face at least, and then do the dress, the bottom of the dress after. But we will see. As they say, plans always change. Just depends on where I fancy working on when I pick her up. So she got 500 stitches. And the last one is breaking free. This one got the most stitches for the fortnight, because this one was for 2 of the challenges, so it worked out well. This one is Breaking Free, Heaven and Earth Design, artwork by Ciro Marchetti, or Marchetti. This is the second eldest Heaven and Earth one I've got. This one I started in 2020, so I've got to get this one moving too. Now I've done most of Pinocchio and down the bottom of the snow globe, and I'm working on Raggedy Ann. Now what I wanted to do for this year was to make it to the other side and probably get it level more or less with Pinocchio. So I've still got to do Raggedy Ann, but I made it to the corner, so I'm very happy about that. And all I've got to do now is just start working up. With this one, I worked on it for 2 days and I got 2,300 stitches, and I'm on 11.37%. And this is where we are now. I won't take it out of the Q-snap just yet, because I want to get this up and running first. So since the last time you've seen it, I had this part of the leg done, and I think I had some of her dress. I've done all this foot. I'm not sure if I had that bit done, but I've done the foot, and I've worked all the way to the corner. So that's the corner of the chart. So that was my aim, was to reach the other side. So what I'd like to do is get all the way up, so it's level with Raggedy Ann. That's my next challenge for the next 6 months, to do that. If I can get heads on her and Pinocchio would be good, but if not, I'd just like to get all of that section done, and then I've had a good chunk out of it for this year. But really loved working on that. Once I got past and onto Raggedy Ann, because this bit here was a bit boring because it was all just blue and red. I mean, yes, there's a lot of different shades, but it just felt like it was going on forever. But since I've come over and started on Raggedy Ann's foot, it's just been a pleasure to work on. So when I work on this next, I'm not sure if I've got another challenge with this one coming up just yet, but I'll finish off her foot and I'll finish working here and then just work up. A lot of it from about there maybe is blues until I get to Raggedy Ann's dress. But it fills in quite quickly, so it wasn't too bad. It was a pleasure to work on. Haven't decided what I'm working on today. I'll have to read the challenges and see what. Actually, I didn't even get them out. I'm a bit slack today. I think this one needs a bigger bag, but that's okay. Now, I didn't get to all the charts I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on Wild Menagerie, but didn't get to that one. Just depends on the challenges to which one I do. So that one just didn't pop up. I want to do it. I just didn't get there. So let's have a look. What's in this one? Okay. So let's choose. I need at least 6 of them. So let's just go in line the way they are. So this week this fortnight I'll be working on Game of Swans. This one is a Long Dog Sampler. Now I've decided with all the votes, thank you very much for helping me decide, this is going to be the one I aim for a finish. I've nearly finished the bottom half of it, so that's what I will do when I work on it next. I'm going to work on Mini I Love You by Randall Spangler, another Heaven and Earth, and I'm working on In His Face. I haven't worked on Hubble Bubble for a while. This one's by Lisa Parker, so I'll give this one a good go. I think I've made it to the other side, but I want to bring it up and concentrate on that kitty. It needs some loving. Ye Old Christmas Shop by Ciro Marchetti. I have a challenge to work on a horse, so I know I'll be working. There is a rocking horse there, so I want to get some of this tractor done so that I can get to the horse. So that will be worked on for a challenge, so that'll get a good chunk done actually. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll choose 8 and see how we go. Pain Free Crafts Elephant Puzzle. Get a bit of work done into this one. I've got another one with trees that I can use this one for. I think I'm working on this part of the elephant here, and I think I've started his tusk. So I'll find out when I pull out. Hubby's truck. Got to get some more work into this one. This is another one with trees I could use. This one I charted myself from a photo he took. Artecy, Map of Australia. I'll get some more done in this one. So I'll bring that one up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think I have one here that... The only other one is the Wild Menagerie. So I'll see if I can get some done. I would like to get more done on it. I don't know. I'm just at a standstill with this one. It doesn't... I love the chart and I want to get it done because there's another one with cats I want to do to go with it. It's just a matter of getting it started. Because I've started on this line here. Once I get a bit more started, I think that might be alright. I just need to pick it up and get going on it, I think. But they're the 8s that I'll be working on. We'll see how we go with those. Now some haul that I got some more fabric. This is Ada 16 count and it's by Kathy Davidson, and it's a beautiful colour. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. I think it's the size of a fancy lady, like the Ice Fairy size, not the real mirabellas. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I'm going to put on it yet. The colour is what drew me to it. And then I got another one, which is a 16 count Mystical Sky by Sunny Dyers. I picked these both up off Facebook D-Stash. Now this is a beautiful colour, this one. It's very true to colour. So you can go a light colour, or if you use the other side, it's darker. So just depending on what pattern, this one's big enough for a mirabilia. Depending on what pattern, I can do light or I can do dark. Just depends on what pattern I choose. Like I said, I haven't chose one yet to go on there. I just like the fabric. And yes, I wanted that for my stash. As we do. Okay, the last thing I've got to show you is my knitting. Now, as you know, I'm doing a blanket, a queen size blanket for our son. He asked, because I did one of these for Jalen, our grandson, and the son wanted one as well. So I said, yep, no worries. Now, it's too big to show you the whole lot. When it's all finished, I will show you a photo of it sitting on the bed. I'm doing it in 3 strips. This is the colour that I'm doing. Doing two different colours, a darker blue than a strip of light blue. Now, to make it wide enough for the whole bed, I'm doing it in 3 sections. Now, I finished the 2 sections now, and I'm on the 3rd, so I've got 11 balls of wool to go, and that's finished. But it's so soft. And then I've just got to tie in all the ends and join them together. Now this is the wool I'm using. It's a microfiber chunky knit yarn. There we go. It's a 3-ply, and it's just so warm. The only problem I have is there is a lot of joins in it, and I don't really notice until I'm halfway through the line. So I didn't really want to have joins on the back. So what I have to do is, when I'm finished it all, is go through and sew all the ends in and tidy them all up. But other than that, the wool's very good. It's very soft, and I think it's going to be nice and warm. So when I finish the 3 of them, I will take a photo. I put the other 2 on the bed the other day, and it's going to fit nicely. It's going to have a hangover at the sides, and that way it's not too short. I should have taken a photo of it then, but I didn't. So when I finish this one, I will take a photo of the whole thing. I'm hoping to have it finished by the end of the month. Hoping, because it's only 11 balls. I can do 1 ball in 2 hours. So we'll see how we go, just depending on how much time, how many challenges I've got to do to how I go. Can only do so much in a day, even though I want to do it all. But yeah, so that's all I have to show you today. Yeah, like I said, I've got 2 more bags. If anyone's interested, just let me know. If not, that's fine. But thank you all again for supporting me yesterday and buying the bags that I showed. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all popping along and just seeing what I have to offer. I love the fact that there's so many out there that you pop in every fortnight just to see what I have to say and to see my projects. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I do read all the comments. Sometimes I heart them, sometimes I comment them, just depending on where I am at the time when I read them. Some of them I might read late, depending on when I get the notification that they're there. I do try and check every night to make sure that I haven't missed any, but sometimes they're hiding, so they're not always in visible sight. Tiger's come back, he must have been out eating. That's it for me today. I hope you did enjoy what I had to show you, and I hope to see you again in a fortnight. I will do a stitch with me next Wednesday. Now I've asked to do one that I'm doing in hand. So if I haven't finished Stargazer, I'll be doing Stargazer next Wednesday, and we'll see what we can get done on that one. That one's very close to a finish. That might only be about 3 sittings and I should have that one finished. Just depends on the challenges. But yes, I'll do a stitch with me on that one on Wednesday. So I'll mark that down in the diary. My next floss tube will be on the 21st of June. Yes, 21st of June. Now we're going away the weekend before that, so I should have some photos to show you of our anniversary weekend. We're going up to Redcliffe, so that should be good. Cat's just jumped in the tub where I put all my cross stitch because it's empty. Yeah, so I'll have some photos up to show you. I might put this blanket back on the bed and I'll take a photo and I can show you that next time as well. But other than that, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up, and it does help me get along in the algorithm and for more people to find me. Once I hit that 1,000 subscribers, I will do a couple of giveaways. I have some things in the pipeline for that. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I do have a Facebook group if you want to join that. You have to answer the 3 questions though, otherwise you won't be accepted in. Once you answer those 3 questions, you will be accepted in, not a problem. Instagram is Fun with Cross Stitch. My email address is down below. I have Buy Me a Coffee down below, so if you're interested in supporting my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. And I think that's all I have to say today. We've gone 40 minutes, so with all the editing, maybe 45 minutes. That's not bad for a video. Hopefully you don't mind the long ones. Well, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next fortnight. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye for now.